Yo guys, welcome back. It is the day after the dev stream, and now we're going to dig in Serena's skills a bit more, doing some theory crafting to figure out what might be the best reactors to pre-farm for her. And after that, I will go over some general prep tips for everything coming. A shameless plug, I will be live on Twitch every day leading up to episode 2 release, doing all of this prep that I am suggesting, and we will be doing a subathon starting with the update with giveaways included. So stop by, drop a follow, and a fart. Now, first, let's get into Serena's mods and skills and see what we can extract theory-wise of what type of build we will be coming up with. Now, as far as her trans mod, they did show the actual mods, and they did show them in use, but they did not show the skill tooltip after equipping them. First, we have Divine Surge. This replaces Redemption, her 4th skill. This creates a flame on the floor in the direction of the dash, and also triggers Repentance, as you can see on the screen. And then we have Him. This replaces Soar, her 3rd skill. When in the air, Dash gives teammates movement speed boost, and on the ground creates a platform for allies to use for jumps. Sort of looks like a trampoline. As you can see, the developer just put it down on the ground there. Pretty cool. I'm not sure how much use we're going to have for that yet. Maybe you can jump off of that and grab a grapple on a Colossus or something, but we'll see. Now we get into the good stuff, starting with her passive, Divinity. Serena gains an additional stat bonus when firing a firearm in mid-air. Firearm and explosive attack increase of 45%, accuracy increase of 30%, and recoil reduction of 30%. Very much promotes being in the air with a firearm. For skill 1, we have Sacred Flame, a singular skill. Fires flames in the direction of the crosshairs to deal damage and inflict repentance. When hitting an ally, grants blessing. Repentance acts the same as burn. Firearm attacks against enemies inflicted with repentance have a chance to recover rounds for stowed firearms, so more firearm buffs, but my opinion seems to be a decent spammable skill as well. But I'm mostly going to be looking at this as a firearm perspective. Some things that really stick out here to me, of course, is the round recovery on firearm attack for stowed weapons, but also the fire resistance decrease of 20%. With that alone, this seems to be a skill we want to be inflicting on enemies often. For skill 2, we have Ascension, another singular skill, but this is not a damaging skill. To sum it up, this is the skill used to gravitate in the air. MP is consumed to keep it up, but each type of rounds gains an additional effect from having the skill active. General rounds are going to gain the multi-hit chance and damage increase of 50%. Impact rounds gains an attack drop-off distance increase of 70% and a critical hit MP recovery of her max MP times 12%. For special rounds, we will do a surrounding AoE damage for firearm damage times 150% with a base radius of 10 meters, up to 20 enemies with a 150% max range, and high-powered rounds gains additional fire damage chance of 50%, which seems to scale off of her skill power. So basically, this is a 50% chance to do an additional hit of damage using her skill power. For skill 3, we have Soar, a dimension skill. Now, this one is not complicated. It is an in-air dash that reloads her equipped weapon. It also does damage into said path, but the auto reload is definitely what stands out here. And for skill 4, we have Redemption, another dimension skill. When used on the ground, removes all debuffs on self and allies within range and grants Prayer of Redemption. When used in mid-air, grants Redemption Judgment to self. As far as Prayer of Redemption though, it is nice. There is not really a place in the game that I could see this being needed, but maybe in future content. But for Redemption's Judgment, this will be amazing for mob clearing. Do an additional AoE damage on firearm attack with a 100% chance. The damage multiplier is going to scale off of her HP with a max expandable range of 200%. Overall, her gun game is going to be very strong. She has built-in ammo economy, built-in auto reload, built-in firearm buffs, built-in firearm AoE damage, built-in multi-rounds, built-in healing on firearm attacks. Just like, wow, holy shit, it would almost be easier to list what she can't do. So now the question everyone has, Sen, what should I farm for Reactor? Well, for me personally, I will be going for a fire singular reactor, mainly focused on cooldown with skill cost for her mid-air flying, but overall, I would suggest to get good variety of reactors because we never would know what to expect. Fire singular and fire dimension, and luckily we have pretty decent farms that we'll go over right now. So for this week, for fire singular, we are going to want to go to Agna Desert in the Vermilion Waste, and we can go to this outpost here. This outpost can be done with Valby. It could also be done with the Serena method, but I found the Valby method just a lot more comfortable, and she excels very well in here. The key here is going to get rid of all of your range. Just put on duration and stay to the far outside as possible. Spread your water, get rid of the terminals, and just be careful of the boss because he is very weak. I would also suggest, if you want, to bring a friend to play Sharon, and you can basically just stun him in the middle and get all the loot that you desire. Next week, we are in Kingston in the Fallen Theater, and we are at the outpost here. This can be done with the Freyna method. It is not too amazing, but it is definitely doable. And for those that don't know about the Freyna method, it just goes like so. You throw some of your toxin in, you abort mission, you step in, you step out, and just repeat. And this week for Fire Dimension, and also next week, this is a set spot for this. We are in White Knight Gulch at the mountaintops, and this is a great Freyna outpost farm, not just for this, but for weapon parts and reactor parts as well. And it's the same thing. You go in, you drop your poison, and you step in and out and just continue to abort mission. Like I said, this is great for weapon parts and reactor parts as well. So now let's just get in an overall talk of things we need to get. And of course, we're going to start with Catalyst. You got 4 new weapons coming and a new Descendant, plus insane new multi-hit mods coming to the weapons that we already have. So, you know, I can't give you a number of catalysts. Get as many catalysts as you can. And I'm going to say at least 5 to 7 energy activators. After that, you're going to want your fine adjustment control access. One way I set to farm that was that outpost in White Knight Gulch with Freyna. You get a ton from that. And also when there's good 400% up, that's another great time to run those and get your weapon parts. You're going to need your core binders for the 4 new weapons, plus possibly more that be coming into the meta. And you're going to want your core particle disruptors for your rerolls. So get in there and keep running Defiler. And then, of course, we have our weapon cores, and we are going to want a ton of these, I would imagine. So keep on farming your Void Erosion Purge, whatever stage you can, 27, 28, 29, 30. Just get in there and get it done. It's going to get easier, too, with the new season. Weapons are about to get a lot stronger with multi-hit, so look forward to that. And they also talk about adjustments of making these stages easier in general. Then, of course, we are getting new mods. So one important thing here is to make sure that you have a good amount of mods stacked up for combining modules. This is a quick and easy way to get the new mods that you want. Instead of having to go farm them, you just combine here and you're able to get a bunch of new mods. Last thing is going to be gold with all the new mods. You're going to need a lot of gold to upgrade said mods, and you basically need gold to do everything in the game. I mean, the only tip I can give for this is pop your boosters as you can and play the game. Just put these on as you farm, and gold drops everywhere. I don't ever really focus farm gold. I just play the game a lot, and here I am with 394 million, and I'll be well over 400 million before the update drops. So that covers everything I have to say about Serena, her skills, reactors, and just general prep before the episode. Nothing too crazy to stress here. Like I said, if you have any further questions or input, just drop by the stream on Twitch. Always happy to chat with you guys live. Thanks for all the support, guys. Peace.